yeah, like I was saying, yeah, Vandersloot is only here just so she can facilitate because we didn't have anybody that can facilitate the ball to
Facts.
Angel and Camilla last season. So she's only, and also I also feel like she's here to help develop the new point guard that we're gonna be getting with the 10th pick.
Yeah.
So maybe,
But you don't think, and because I agree with you saying, but and off of what you're saying, you don't think that she can do that in a bench role? You think she got to develop as a starter?
she's not gonna be coming off the bench because if you look at her contract that they gave her this season, I'm not saying the contract is this was determined if she's coming off the bench or not, but like she's making them there, she's making it a lot. I don't see her coming off the bench for that. Like
Yeah, but you got to realize, and just,
I don't think they
just
brought her in
these are
because
both our opinions, so I'm not saying that you're wrong. You're right. She very well may start, right?
yeah,
But what I'm saying is that contract may simply just be because you're Vandersloot and you're a legend to us on this team. Not yo, you was
Yeah.
this big
that's true.
because you got to realize that we looking at free agency. Sloot wasn't no big name on this free agency market. Like it wasn't nobody breaking their neck to get Sloot except for Chicago. But it wasn't nobody breaking their neck to get Sloot. You get
But
what I'm saying?
I also think it's the
So hold on, let me just land my plane with this, and I want to hear what you're saying. The
yeah,
reason why I'm saying that is to your contract argument. I don't think the contract was because you one of the biggest names out here. We got to throw all this money at you, and now since we throw all this money at you, you're going to start. I think the contract was more of a loyalty thing because this is Chicago.
Yeah.
This is where you made your name at. We want you back. We actually need you because our point guards last year was trash. So we need you back. We want you back. Here's a big bag. I think that's where the bag is from, but I don't think the bag is like, and here's a guaranteed starting position. Like you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
I think it
yeah,
was
yeah,
more just loyalty to what she means to Chicago, in my
yeah.
opinion. But
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I also think like that could be true as well. But I just feel like she's they brought her back maybe just not only because of they want someone to facilitate the ball to Angel and Camilla, but like I also think it's a symbolic move, just for her to like be here and
Facts.
then retire.
Facts.
She's also gonna bring the fan base because there's a lot of people that love her in Chicago.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I agree with
I
all of
think
that.
I think she's gonna be a starter. But even if we do get Olivia Miles, there's
Okay.
the only reason why Angel and Camilla and Rikia and Alicia Edwards and
Well,
and
Alicia Edwards came off the bench. She wasn't starting.
I thought she was a starter. She came off the bench the whole season. They
She
should have
came off
started
the
her.
bench.
But anyways,
If I'm not mistaken, I could. Matter of fact, so she came off the bench. The only time she started was when I forgot somebody was hurt. One of their bigs was hurt, and she
okay,
started. She started a game or two, but she was coming off the
okay.
bench.
But the only reason why like three of those
Yeah.
ones, like the Cameron Brand, Clayton Clark,
Rickea
and Jones,
Jackson.
the reason like usually. Oh, what was my point?
You were
Like
saying the only reason they were starting.
yeah, the reason why they were starting because like obviously those are good players. Like I do feel like this. Oh, I forgot what I was trying to say. I was trying to. I don't know.
Sorry, listen, it'll come back to you, brother. Don't worry about it. Don't just go into like another point or whatever, and then
Okay,
it'll come back to you.
so
That's how that works.
okay, back to my point about Vinicius though. I do feel like she's gonna be starting. Like I just feel like okay. My point is Olivia Miles. Yeah, I do feel like if she does come, she's gonna come off the bench for Vinicius because like she needs to learn. She's not like just because what she's doing right now in Oregon don't mean she's gonna be able to translate right away in the pros. So I feel like she's probably going to come off the bench and learn from Vinicius if they do end up getting her. But
So let
I
me
feel like
ask you
she's
a question because I don't think you said anything wrong again. I think I agree with you if she has to learn. But what happens if
well
she
earlier
comes
you
in?
were saying that she's going to start that because she's
No,
going
no,
to
look. So yeah,
start
but
the
I'm asking you a
rotation.
question, right? So what you just said is if she has to learn, she'll come off the bench. I agree with that, right?
Yeah,
But here's my question to you: what happens if she comes in right away and already whatever we thought she would have to learn, she already got it. Then what you do?
I mean, she still have to come out. I just think she will. Then
Okay.
maybe at some point during the season, Tyler Moss will say, okay, you're the starter now. But
Okay.
I don't see Vadersloot just coming off the bench. I think they got her for
But see, but that's why I asked you that question about last year, because Pete, you're not the only person I heard say that. A lot of people look at Vadersloot and be like, no, she gotta start. And I'm like, well, she came off the bench last year. She didn't have to start last year.
But this is
You
Chicago.
get what I'm saying?
Chicago. If anybody come over here in Chicago, they will probably all start. So this is Chicago. This is different. Last year she was playing for New York, right? So it's
Yeah, but she was playing behind a better point guard. She would have
correct.
started in New York if Sabrina wasn't there, but Sabrina was there.
Okay. But my
And
thing is,
she only got benched like towards the playoffs in the finals.
And if I'm
So
not
that's when they
mistaken,
started benching her too.
but
So
look, fast. How long you been watching the WNBA? You been watching for a little while?
I just started watching once the Angel and Kelly
Oh, so you
Clarkson
like me? You
happened.
just started watching. So I'm gonna ask Nate because Nate probably will know this better than me and you.
yeah,
When Sabrina Ionescu got drafted, did she come off the bench?
no, they threw
She's
her. I mean, it
she
was also a
started,
horrible team. Yeah, they
but
threw her right in
but
there.
I'm we talking about is Chicago a great team? Number
No, that's true.
one,
That's true. Yeah,
and then
but
number
also
two.
soon
Hold on,
but
number
soon
two. We talking
she
about.
also got injured though too.
Well, no, I know that. I know she got injured. I know all of that. My point
Yeah,
is, she was a great point guard in college. She
yeah.
was highly scouted, right, to come to her team in the WNBA, and they didn't bench her. Right, that doesn't make sense. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
she's number one pick. Yeah,
We talking about Olivia Miles here, who we looking at, and we saying, yo, she got everything. She got all of
she
the.
got high basketball IQ. Yeah,
She got a high IQ.
Olivia Miles.
You don't draft that and be like, I'm gonna bring you off the bench. That's just my opinion. But
No,
hey,
she's probably ready. She just like Paige Buckets is ready. Olivia Miles is probably ready too. But I just feel like if she comes to Chicago, I do feel like she's coming off the bench. And if Seattle do get her, people keep saying, oh, they got who's the point guard for them again? That's playing
Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins. I don't know. I feel like Skylar Diggins is the two to me, but maybe she's a point
No,
guard.
she's a point.
she's been a
Yeah,
point.
Skylar Diggins is a point.
She's been a point for about 20
Yeah, so
years,
even if
bro.
if she's a point
Yeah,
guard,
15 years.
so even if she's a point guard, then I do feel like she will come off the Olivia Miles will come off the bench for Skylar Diggins, even if
She would have to. Skylar Diggins and Vadersloot in two different places in their career. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, two different places.
Vandersloot damn near about to retire. Like she, you know what I mean? Unless you think she's gonna play, you know, let me not say that. Unless you think she's gonna play till she's 40. Get what I'm saying?
Vandersloot got maybe one more year in her.
Skylar Diggins still got some years left, so I could understand why she would come off the bench for Skylar Diggins. Vandersloot is at a point in her. This the farewell tour for Vandersloot.
So back to Chicago. So if Chicago do get her at the number 3 pick, she won't start right away. I just feel like Vandersloot will start and she will learn, like just she will learn a little bit, maybe the first few weeks, and then Talamas will give her the keys to the point guard.
Okay, and I'm
gonna
land my plane
like you guys are thinking.
No, and I ain't mad at what you're saying. I appreciate you for explaining your point. But I disagree though. But I'm gonna just say I'm gonna land my plane with this. The reason why I feel like it's just smart to start Olivia right away is because we're a team that's trying to be good. We're a team that's trying to get better, right?
Yeah.
And the only way you get better is not the only way, but one of the only ways you get better is by having young talent, because your older talent isn't getting any better. You know who they are already, right? They trajectory isn't going up. Your only trajectory, and that's hold on, brother, because I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear it. That's why even when I'm talking about Michaela on your way there, we agree there, because we're saying that McKay on your way is a starter, and we feel like she's getting better. She's not the same. If McKay, and like I said earlier about Derek and Hamby played in the league about 10 years or so. I don't look at Derek and Hamby and say, oh yeah, she got another level to get to. I feel like she is who she is. Whereas when I look at Michaela or somebody like Olivia coming in, I feel like they have another level to unlock.
Correct.
Right. So it's like when I look at that, if Olivia Miles is going to be our all-star, I don't want to stunt that by saying I'm gonna bring. Look at Kennedy Carter last year, right? And I understand why Kennedy Carter came off the bench to begin the season, but just imagine how we started her from day one. She would have been an all-star.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But because
Easy,
we brought her off the bench, she wasn't an all-star. And so I'm saying, why would we do that to Olivia? We don't know. Olivia right now look like she has everything that we need. So if we trying to be a better team, and you might get this potential all-star the same way we didn't know Angel was going to be an all-star season 1, but she was allowed to be an all-star. Huh?
Camila should have been an all-star.
But that's my point. And why she wasn't? She wasn't because she was hurt in the beginning of the season. Because she would have started right away too. And I agree with you. I think she would have been an all-star. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we hold these young players back by just assuming they're not developed yet. Some players aren't developed yet, and they don't need to be out there. But what I'm saying is, if a player is developed, even if they're young, you don't stop that young talent. You let that young talent go, because that young talent might be the player that you need on your team. That's the player that we're waiting for. Is this young player coming in that's going to develop? Angel came in last year and developed into that player that we needed. Right, when Angel wasn't on the floor, we looked like a different team because the energy, the energy she brought, the other players couldn't bring that energy defensively. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I'm not mad at your point. I appreciate your point. I'm just saying that's why I wouldn't do it, because I feel like, again, if we put Olivia out, I would do it the reverse way. Put it to you like that. If we put Olivia out there and she looked like she's not ready, she a deer in headlights. Okay, Sloot. That's the safety net. Sloot, you starting, we bringing her off the bench. But if we put, yeah.
Sorry, you don't feel like last year was an anomaly as far as like Angel and I know Caitlin Clark making the All-Star, because Rikia didn't make it. Actually, Alicia Edwards didn't make it.
Yeah, but you got to realize
those didn't make it.
Right.
I know there was less issues.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Rikia didn't make it because what you saying right now, exactly what you saying. Her coach held her back.
Yep.
If Rikia was able to start, Rikia out of all the rookies last year, even Caitlin Clark, Rikia is the most polished one offensively.
I think so too.
So had her coach did what I said, if her coach did what you said, and that's why she ain't make it. Had her coach did what I said, she would have been an all-star. Right?
I still don't understand that.
Cam Brink probably was going to be an all-star because that's the one he played. I think she got hurt. And then when you talk about Aaliyah Edwards, she came off the bench. I don't think she would have been an all-star. I just don't think so. I don't think she would have been season 1, but maybe she would have. I don't know. But she came off the bench too.
So I just felt like I saw maybe last year wasn't an anomaly. I just thought, okay, so them two girls, them two stars, two biggest names that made it. But I just feel like, okay, back to Olivia Miles. I just feel like maybe if she was to start this year, maybe she is an all-star. Maybe not. Maybe. But I don't know. I just feel like you don't just get Vadersloot. Yeah, we talked about how much she's getting paid, or that's just a welcome token or whatever. But I just feel like you're not gonna bring Vadersloot just to come off the bench. Just this season. At some point, yes, she's gonna come off the bench, or at some point she's gonna retire because we need a point guard. That's what we're gonna be getting in the draft to take over. But I just don't feel Vadersloot is going to come off the bench. That's just where I'm coming from.
I respect your opinion, but I will say this though: I think Vadersloot is a winner, and I don't think she really cares about coming off the bench if it means this player is better than me.